Welcome back everyone to Ludus Infinium. Today I'm going to give y'all another bonus video before I do the daily stream because I just watched an update from the quartering. First off, I do want to say thank you, Jeremy. Apparently, YouTubers coming together has had an effect on Jukin Media. You can get more details from him. I'm not going to parrot his video, but the basics of it is they're basically running scared. That's what his whole video is about. I'll have a link in the description not only to his video but also to his channel. I highly recommend it. I'm going to come at this from a bit of a different angle. I mean, I'm a small channel. I have very little skin in the game except for two things. One, I've been a fan of MxR for a very long time, since before when MxR mods was still monetized, and I've been a fan of them for easily 2 or 3 years now. On the other hand, here's where I have some skin in the game. This is where I think it's important to make a difference. If this is a YouTube channel with 800 oops. Ah! No, damn it. With 849,000 subscribers. And I have, let's see. Let's look up my channel real quick. Just to give a visual to this. My channel has 122. And again, they had what? 849,000. What's to stop people like Jukin Media from coming after my channel? Or I'll even use Jeremy at the quartering. As you see, I just finished his video, watched it to the end, except for the last little bit where he goes through the subscribe next video. He has 642,000, so he has less. I have two YouTubers I primarily watch that have less than that. They're both around 200,000. What's to stop people from coming after them for no reason than, aha, you have money, we want money. And that's essentially what this is. They know that MxR has paid before, and they think that MxR will pay again. So I'm going to change tact a little bit for my last video. I think, and it's going to be a very similar message, I do think YouTube needs to make a change. I do. But I saw something really funny. And this is based on my own understanding. The only video I had seen after this video, which is the original video MxR Plays put up, was the one from Jeremy at the quartering. To my knowledge, that was the only video up at the time. I could be wrong, so I'll give a bit of a margin of error. And no, I'm not going to edit this out. I want this to be real, so if I make mistakes, you will know, A, I'm human, but B, this is me being 100% real. But there will be a margin of error. So I think my video that I put out was within the first 5, maybe the first 7, but I'm pretty sure it's in the first 5. And this was released 4 days ago. I got halfway through scrolling just looking up MxR Plays Extortion. As you can see, I'm about halfway through scrolling through this. I've already got over 30 videos. So I'm going to estimate it anywhere from 50 to 60 videos in 4 days from different YouTubers. Granted, there are some repeats, specifically the one from the quartering, but I do want to say, one, thank you, Jeremy at the quartering, and because honestly, like I've said before, I don't think without you standing up, I don't think I honestly would have had the courage, well, quite frankly, the balls to. I've seen another YouTuber before, stand up for another YouTuber, and it didn't turn out well. But it's a risk I feel is willing to take in this case. It's not one YouTuber going after another. This is an outside company going after YouTubers. And that needs to end. That needs to end right now. And for, I apologize, I can't pronounce your last name, so I'll just say Miss Susan, the CEO of YouTube. If this gets to you, I would like to say, is there any way YouTube and Team YouTube can come together and help the content creators to prevent this in the future? To Henry and Jeannie of MxR Plays, I want to say I love your content. I mean, y'all have a chemistry. I've seen things where people have said that if a couple does YouTube videos together, it ends up ruining the relationship, and I would never imagine that happening to y'all. Y'all have such a wonderful chemistry. My favorite segments y'all don't do anymore, so my favorite segments have always been doing the Fallout and Skyrim cooking videos. Those were phenomenal. I love watching those. The literal and metaphorical chemistry. Science joke for everyone. To Jukin Media, I want to make this very clear. I am not a wealthy person. I'm not. I come from rural United States. I am a stay-at-home dad who does YouTube and is trying to make an actual go out of it when I can, while my wife works in a manufacturing job. We do get aid. But I will say this. If all I can do is make YouTube videos showing your corruption and what you're willing to do to YouTubers, I will. I will fight you tooth and nail as a YouTuber to prevent this from happening to anyone else. I promise you, I will fight until there's nothing left in me to make this stop. On that note, I would also like to say to any other YouTubers, if you feel like it's not a worthy cause, if you feel that you have no skin in the game, there's no reason to get involved, if you feel like, you know, they're a big channel, they can handle it, okay, fine. They're a big channel. If you are a YouTuber, you supposedly have no skin in the game. I pose one question to you. What if it happened to you? Would you want these, I'm going to say again, about 50 to 60 other people coming to your aid, and it is growing by the day. And let me make this absolutely clear. I have a friend who is a YouTuber. Me and him do not see eye to eye on most subjects. He is a very direct person, but he is a very kind person. I am a very aggressively direct person. I cut through all levels of bullshit if I can. I do not take people's feelings into consideration, because most of the time people's feelings, to me, are irrelevant to the point. So, people at Jukin Media, if this gets back to you, and I hope it does, if this hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. I don't care. You will not push around YouTubers anymore. We, as a community, will make sure that doesn't happen. And I hope YouTube as a company will rally around its community. I have seen YouTubers, the smallest YouTuber I saw, this was yesterday I believe, had 31 subscribers, which is less than me. And I was like, this is what I want to see, people banding together. This is not about views, this is not about subscribers, this is about doing the right thing. The biggest YouTuber I saw had 2.7 million subscribers. The only thing that I think would make this even remotely better to get the traction it needs would be if a huge YouTuber gets involved. But I'm not asking for that because that's their prerogative. But I do think that we are starting to gather steam. And I think give it about another week and YouTube will take notice. And I think Jukin Media has already taken notice. Because according to the quartering, their CEO has deleted his Twitter due to the backlash. They cannot get new people to give them their videos, from what I understand, or not give them, but they can't get people to be represented by them. And honestly, quite frankly, Jonathan Skogmo, I believe, I have it written down. If I mispronounce your name, I do apologize. That is important to me. The CEO of Jukin Media, I hope you hear this too. If this is not what you want, to the point where you had to delete your Twitter and hide, then you need to make changes to your company. This is not what you want, you change it. It is your company, you have that power. This is like for what YouTube has done in the past few years, right, wrong, or indifferent. There were things they didn't like, there were things they changed. Right, wrong, indifferent. I don't have any say in it, I have an opinion on it, but my opinion is one in however many millions of YouTubers there are. But I will say this, Mr. Skogma. If you are going to make changes, I would make it very public that that is your intent. Because that's going to be the only way you can save face. On that note, I would like to say my last thank yous. Jeremy at the quartering, thank you so much for at least being the force that pushes me towards it. Henry and Jeannie of MxR, thank y'all so much for being strong and putting out the content y'all do. As I've said before, I hope you take no offense to this. I don't really mod Skyrim that much, so I don't really play Skyrim that much to begin with, so I really don't watch MxR mods as much anymore. But I do love MxR plays, and I love the chemistry y'all have. So please keep the amazing work up. I love it, your community loves it, and we all love you. To all the other YouTubers who have joined in this fight, thank you as well. It's going to take you and probably many more before we see a hard result. We've already seen soft results. Again, Jonathan Skogmo deleting his Twitter due to backlash. The effect that they've had to rebrand. Actually, you could probably call that a hard result. But I mean, getting them to back the hell off entirely. And most of all, to everyone who watches this video, thank you. I will leave the links to MxR Play's original video, to both of the Quarterings videos, and to MxR Plays and the Quarterings channels. Share them all. Get this word out to every corner of the planet. Let's make this a thing to where, as I said before, this does not happen again. Thank you, and I will see you later on.